Spanish Inquisition was a tribunal established by Catholic ruler Ferdinand II after acquiring the permission from the Pope Sixtus IV. What is Spanish Inquisition all about? What impact did Spanish Inquisition had on Christianity and other religions, precisely Islam and Judaism? Who was Garcia de Orta? How did Spanish Inquisition and its impact reached India? We will explore this in today's short video. So stick in the video till the end. It's a very short video and again an interesting story from the books of history. Before we understand about who was Garcia de Orta, how he was a physician specifically in the region of Portugal and why did he come to India to escape Spanish Inquisition, let's understand about Spanish Inquisition. It is believed that precisely during the medieval era, major parts of Europe was being ruled by the Muslim rulers of Central Asia. And precisely the region of Spain was ruled by different Muslim rulers, and that region was referred as Al-Andalus. Initially, the Islamic invaders or rulers followed one policy of Darul Harb into Darul Islam. But with the passage of time, Christianity again came into vogue in the region of Europe, precisely in the region of Spain. And after that, it is believed that there began a tribunal which is referred as Spanish Inquisition, which was established in 1478 by Ferdinand II after acquiring the permission from the Pope, whose name was Sixtus IV. What is this all about? Now, people, they were converted into old fold of Christianity back again. But still, there was a doubt there was a doubt in the ruler of Spain that there were many people who have specifically who are following Judaism and Islam who have converted into Christianity, but secretly they are following their old faith. And properties of such people were confiscated. They were publicly humiliated. Sometimes they were being imprisoned, and the most important one, sometimes they were being executed or publicly burnt. At that time, in the region of Spain, there was an Orta family. And that Orta family practiced Judaism. And they were converted into Christianity. But still, there was a doubt in the mind of the rulers of the Spain that probably the Orta family might be practicing the old faith of Judaism. So Garcia de Orta, one of the physicians, he migrated to the region of Portugal along with his family. But still, now the Spanish Inquisition reached the region of Portugal. And still there was a doubt in the rulers of Portugal now that Orta family might be practicing the Judaism. And now it is believed that although he was a very well-established physician, a well-established doctor, Garcia de Orta got the opportunity to come to India in 1534. So Garcia de Orta, he came to India in 1534. And specifically in his travelogue, rather than mentioning about the Portuguese rulers, about the Spanish Inquisition, he mentioned about different other aspects. Like I'll give you a small example. Specifically, when the world believed that the milestone is land, Spain and Portugal gave birth to seafarers. And there began the age of exploration. Initially, the Portuguese merchants explored the region of Quetta Islands, followed by Canaries Island. And finally comes Vasco da Gama, who landed on the coast of Calicut in 1498, after the discovery of Cape of Good Hope. It is believed that Vasco da Gama, before coming to India, he had to cross the Mossel Bay. And prior to this, he had stayed at St. Helena Island, where he had come in conflict with the local tribe referred as Khoi Khoi tribe. He crossed the Mossel Bay. He crossed the Cape of Good Hope and came to India. And the major purpose of coming to India was trade in spices. Vasco da Gama was followed by Pedro Cabral. And Pedro Cabral on the way discovered Brazil. He was being followed by Francisco de Almeida. And Francisco de Almeida adopted blue water policy. This policy is all about establishing a monopolistic control over the trade in Indian Ocean so that their profit margin will get upplumbed. And finally comes the series of other Portuguese governors such as Albuquerque, who made Goa as the epicenter of Portuguese economic activities, Nino Cunha, who made Goa as the capital of Portuguese in India. But all these aspects are not mentioned majorly in the travelogue of Garcia de Orta. In fact, it is believed that Garcia de Orta mentions about the ancient surgical techniques of India. He mentions about the medicinal plants such as ginger and aloe vera in his travelogue. In fact, many historians do believe that Garcia de Orta has also worked in the court of Burhan Nizam Shah, the Sultan of Ahmednagar, as a personal physician for him. In the court, he came across many Hakim and the Vaidya and learned the ancient surgical techniques from them. He blindly did not adopt them, but in fact, he also tried to compare the knowledge that he had, specifically about the Greek, about the Greeks, the Ibn Sisa, Ibn Sina. He was an Arab polymath, the Greek physician Galen. So he compared the knowledge what he had of them with the Indian surgical techniques, the Indian medicinal techniques. And now, in the region of India, he became a very renowned physician. With the passage of time, he got the barren islands on lease and started staying there. But Spanish Inquisition also reached India. And by 1543, it is believed that there was a Jewish person who was secretly practicing his own faith. His name was Geronimodias, and he was being publicly burnt. And this created a wave of deterrence and a wave of fear in the mind of Garcia de Orta, that at this point of time, even I am not safe. But still, he was a very revered physician, a revered doctor who was respected in Portuguese India at that time. And he was being supported by the locals at that time. So he was not being killed. After some time, he died a natural death. But his family had to meet a different fate. His family became the victim of Spanish Inquisition. It is believed that this person, he was buried in Goa itself. And after his death, and after the death of his family, it is believed that his body was taken out, his body was dug out, and the body was being humiliated posthumously. So that was the impact of Spanish Inquisition. Finally, Spanish Inquisition got ended 350 years later in 1834. So basically, this was a short story of Garcia de Orta, a Portuguese physician who fled to India to escape Spanish Inquisition. My friends, hope you liked the video, a short story on a physician named as Garcia de Orta who fled to India. Today is the last day of flash sale. Okay, like 21st November is the last day of the flash sale, where the target year 2027 and 2028, there are huge discounts. For 2027, the fees is not 20,999. The fees is 18,999. And it is for the GS P2I Foundation November batch, prelims to interview. The batches are available in bilingual, English, plus Hindi languages. So the English, languages batches, it will help out the students from southern part of India and northeastern India. And the sale is available only for today. So it's the last day of the sale. It's a flash sale for 2027 and 2028. So use the code Alok Live that is flashing on your screen to get the benefit of this sale. I repeat the code Alok Live. With this, I'll stop my words for the day. In the coming video, I'll be coming up with a new short story on a new different aspect of history. Thank you.